What's up, people of the world? It's your girl, Lala.
And your boy, Siobhan.
And you are listening to
Talk That Shit.
With the Melvin.
Hey, what's up? What is going on with
I had
you?
to hit that Mariah Carey one time, though. You know.
So today is Hawaiian Shirt Wednesday.
I wouldn't exactly say Hawaiian.
Girl, you see this? This is like full-blown silk.
It has like tigers and orchids and...
Where you see a tiger at?
Oh. I thought that was a white tiger. It's a feather.
It's a feather, bruh.
Are you sure?
Where you see a tiger? Well, first of all, I can't take my bra off so you can see the rest of the shirt.
Ouch. Oh, this whole time that you've had this shirt, I thought it was a white tiger.
Nah, you thought it was lions, tigers, and bears? Oh, my?
Yeah, I was like, it's like tigers and orchids.
Nah,
Ain't
but,
shit
I mean...
tropical about it. Well, I mean, it's tropical, but...
It is. It's just around the river bay, and we need to finish this podcast really fast because I feel like my stomach is going to explode out of my bra.
I'm like, what is
This
happening?
shirt is like, look at that. Look at that.
I got muscles. You can't see my muscles.
Oh, Hercules. Oh, Sherman.
You can't see them, but you can feel them, boy.
Let me see.
Hold on,
Bullshit.
Look, no, feel right here. Yeah. That girl been working that.
Yeah, she. You can finally do.
I can finally do real regular push-ups.
I know
bro.
it took you like 3 years.
I feel like I just didn't have confidence in myself. And then you also told me not to go all the way down to the floor
Yeah, 'cause
and
you was-
starting out. Like I was like going chest to the floor type shit.
And
So he told me not to do that. So I don't go like all the way like here, but I'm like halfway. You feel me?
Right. But what's crazy is nothing. I'm not gonna even say that.
What?
I mean, when you go chest to the floor, you're already like raised up like 5 feet anyway. So
I don't understand. You trying to say because of my boobs?
man, you off the ground.
At some point, I'm gonna need you to grow the hell up.
No, I mean you taking pictures of me in my kiddie pool yesterday. It was hot.
It was funny.
It's 158 degrees outside.
I know, but you went and got in the kiddie pool.
I went upstairs, put my shorts on, put my bra on.
Can you stop calling it a bra?
That's what you called it. I'm only calling it what you called
I
it.
didn't call
You
it
say,
a
did you put your
bra
bra on today? We are
I
referencing
didn't
my
call-
bra
you
as a
called it-
white.
You called it a bra.
wife.
It's a wife beater.
Yeah, it's, you say you ain't put that on because I can see all your belly. I'm like, damn, like, son.
No, I just said it holds your nipples in. Like.
Oh, that's the only reason why? Not my belly? No, that too.
No, just your boobs.
Yo.
Just your boobs.
So I have like a phobia about my nipples, right? Being small. And yesterday she drew like 2 inches more to my nipples, like around. I wish we had a picture that we can just like put right there. But I don't like big nipples. I was like, no, this ain't it. They don't fit my body.
I think it's just because you never seen yourself with larger. Okay, let me look this up real quick because I don't know if.
I can barely hear you. Really?
I'm sorry. Hold on. Are men's nipples called the same? The term. Okay. Nipples to test their height by males. Nipples are uniform compared to women's nipples. Male nipples are understood to be non-functional version. Right, but what do you call a man's nipples?
Mm-hmm.
It's not what do you call a man's nipples? It's called so it is the areola.
Mm-hmm. Areola.
Oh, so it's the same thing. Okay, I wasn't sure. Yeah, so his nipples aren't small, your areolas are small.
Horrible.
That's the thing.
My areola
So
to nipple
I
rate.
took my concealer, my darkest concealer that I have, and I just dotted around his nipple, and then I rubbed it in or blended it in and made his nipples that much bigger. So when he seen it, he was like, "Yeah, no, I don't want to."
Nah, I'm good. I'm good. So you ready to get into the day?
It's your topic.
My topic. So the topic is the KD effect, right? And
Sounds like a boring topic.
no. It's actually a really good topic because it's a good topic to me. Everybody knows who Kevin Durant is, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Stephen A. Smith was on something called First Take or something. What is he on? It doesn't even matter. He was on ESPN and he was saying like, Kevin Durant is rated as pretty much the best player in the league. One of the best players. Yes. And
even with like 4 seasons off?
Right, yes. They still say that he's one of the best players in the league, right?
I don't know how.
So when Kevin Durant came into the league, he went to the Oklahoma City Thunder, right? And they was like, they got an all-star team. Pretty much they're going to win the championship and blah, blah, blah. They had James Harden. And,
so tired of hearing that shit.
Right. And they had, what's his name? Russell Westbrook, right? They didn't win. They dismantled that team, and KD ended up going to the Warriors, right? And they won a championship with the Warriors. So they were saying as if KD was the reason why they won the championship, right?
But we all know that that's not true.
But we
they
all
won prior to that.
We all know that that's not true, right? So KD goes to another team, blah blah, his time at the Warriors is done. Goes to another team, and they're like, "Oh yeah, so he's at Brooklyn, so he's definitely going to win a chip here." He doesn't win a chip.
Well, he didn't even play.
Well, I'm saying when he got healthy, they were like, "He's definitely going to win a chip," right?
But I'm saying majority of the time that he was there, he didn't even play.
Yes, He played 70% of the season this year.
I'm talking, but he's been on Brooklyn for
the last 2 years, the last 2 or 3 years,
right?
3 seasons. Yeah. So the first 2 seasons.
But I'm saying that's what I'm saying. Majority of the time he's been on the team, he hasn't even played. So how do you make that type of
Because they said that this is how good he is. That whatever team he's going to go to.
But you can't play if you're injured.
Yes.
That doesn't make sense.
But when you're 100%, what's your excuse now?
He ain't 100%. That's the problem. He's trash.
So Stephen A. Smith said, there are people in the world that think highly of themselves, that think that they're better than anybody else. And when they get with a certain somebody, they bring that magic to the table. But then they go to somebody else and they don't end up doing anything. So what I mean by the KD effect is, how do you feel about people that think so highly of themselves that they're the best at everything, they're big-headed, their ego outweighs everything, and they don't accomplish anything?
How do I feel about people that are egotistical and don't have shit to show for it?
Narcissists, they're very like, it's all about me. It's this. We only here because of me. You know what I mean? Like, we got this far because of me, but it's not because of you. It's because of the people that you're actually around or the people that you're friends with.
No, go in the room with Chummy. It never fails. Go in the room with Chummy.
It never fails. Yeah, so people that are so like about themselves and so like a narcissist, and they're like, this relationship is dope because of me, or you got this job because of me.
I feel like people like that have to have that kind of attitude because they know that they really ain't shit. I feel like for me, right? I tell you all the time, like I tell anybody, I'm great.
Right.
And I truly feel that way because I am great.
Okay.
In all aspects. And I make other people great. You feel me? Like, it's not I'm great because I think I'm great. I'm great because there's evidence to prove that I'm great.
But what if okay, go ahead.
Now, people that don't actually have, I mean, if you're not out here accomplishing anything and you're not helping anybody else get anywhere, and you just out here calling yourself great and you're the best, but you have shit to show for it, you have to tell yourself that, because if you don't, then you have to accept the fact that you're actually shit.
But what do you think those people are just surrounded by other great people that make them great, or is it the fact that they just think that they're great?
I mean, I guess it just depends on the situation. Other people, I think there are situations where you're around the right people, and so because you're around those people, it makes it seem like you are one of them. But in reality, if you were by yourself, you're still shit.
Wow. So you don't think that they have like that mind frame of like, man, I was doing this shit over here. Like I'm about to be over here and do this and kill it.
I think there's people that when they say they're great, they are great, right? Like I said, I truly believe that I'm great because I feel like I do things, I help people be better. You know what I'm saying? Like, and again, it's not just me saying that. Like, this is actually people telling me that I've made them better or made them want to do X, Y, and Z. And it's not me in a sense of being like I'm better than or anything like that. I just know that I'm great. I'm a great human being, and I'm great at a lot of the things that I do. I'm great at helping people, and I'm great because God made me to be great. But I feel like you have people that, like I said, there are people that believe they're great, and they are. But then there are people that believe they're great because, like you said, they have people around them that make them seem like they're a certain type of way. But the second that if anything happened and you had to fend for yourself and prove your greatness on your own, you can't prove that shit.
So do you call that do you call those people that they're
fakers?
No. They're coattail riders. Like they ride somebody else's like
yes
you can
and
be
no.
like you can. You said yes and no?
Yes and no.
Why yes and no?
Because sometimes you do have people that are like that. They'll ride somebody else's high, use somebody else for their success, step on whoever they need to step on to get to wherever they need to get to, by doing what other people are doing that are around them, if that makes sense. And no, because sometimes those people that think they're great because they're within a circle of people that make them great truly believe that it's them. And so they'll never, I mean, I don't necessarily say like, I don't necessarily think that they're like riding the backs of other people.
Oh, I was saying, do you recall a time where you had a group of people around you where people thought that they was making strive because they thought they were great, but in all actuality, it was only you that was making everybody great?
No, because I don't think there's a such thing as one person that makes everybody great.
But what about holding everybody together?
I mean, I think there's definitely instances in where there's one person that kind of keeps everybody on like a leveled playing field. But to say one person that does all the work, I think those are two totally different things. No, I wouldn't say that I was ever in a situation where um I wouldn't say I was ever in a situation where there was like a group of people and I had to make everybody better, or pull all the weight myself.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but definitely, I've been in situations where there was a group of people and one person definitely wasn't pulling their weight, and you was definitely trying to come up off everybody else and the work that they were doing.
Mm. Do you think that those are the main people that would just be like, I'm the shit? Like, I'm.
I mean, I think those people. I don't think that there is. I don't know what I was saying. What was I saying? That means you wasn't listening.
I was. I'm trying to remember because you were talking so intelligently. Um, you don't think that there are people that wasn't
Oh, you said are those the people that think they're the shit?
right?
Um, I think people feeling that way comes way before group activity.
Really?
Yes, I believe that what happens is now there may be a group activity, right? Okay, so let's say
What's going on today?
your mic is. You might want to pull your.
Oh,
Yeah.
you can tell who does all the stuff on this one.
Let's say like you did play basketball, right?
Right.
And let's say like in high school.
Right.
And let's say you were the better player, the better overall player on the team.
Uh-huh.
Okay? Because I feel like in sports, everybody plays a position. But I feel like you have certain people that can play multiple positions and they play them very well.
Right.
And so let's say, yeah, you play high school basketball and you're the better overall player on the team.
Uh-huh.
More times than not, the people around you, family, friends, etc., people in your neighborhood or, random people at your school maybe, definitely can get a little dramatic in the celebration of one person.
Uh-huh.
And I think that for some people, it gets to a point of big-headedness.
Right.
You become self-absorbed, or you start to believe that you're better than, which in a technical sense you may be. That doesn't necessarily make you better because anybody can practice and get better.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like you may be better now, but that doesn't mean that if I get my ass in the gym that I won't be better than you. So it's like you're not necessarily like a better overall person. You're just better technically in this particular area or these particular areas.
At this time.
At this particular time.
Right.
And so instead of it, I feel like it only takes the smallest amount of overly celebrating someone to cause them to believe that they are more significant than everybody else. And so then that's what they become.
Wow.
And it no longer is pass the ball to Mike, pass the ball to Drew. It's pass the ball to Sean all the time. Because everybody is constantly, like Drew and Mike might also be like great shooters. But Sean may be
the shooter. Right.
That doesn't mean that you shouldn't pass Mike and Drew the ball. It just means that Sean may have a better chance. So let's take Steph Curry and Klay Thompson, for instance. Right?
Okay.
And even let's take like when Sean Livingston was on the team, he had that jump shot at the
top of the key.
Right.
Listen, she knows her basketball. She just don't know all the terminology.
And so, like, you had Steph, you had Clay, but Sean Livingston was, like, anytime he hit that jumper, it went in.
Right.
It may not have been a three-pointer, but it got them points, right? So there's no reason. And then you got Clay, who also can shoot from the outside. Although he has to set it up, he can still shoot. The point is, if you have multiple people that are still good options, Sean is not the only one
that's able to shoot
that you could give the ball to.
So
let me hold on.
Okay,
let me finish
go ahead.
Before I forget.
Okay.
So because Sean is always getting the ball and everybody's always praising Sean, you know, he goes to college and let's say he's still really good in college, right? Because it was a point where you couldn't go straight from high school to the NBA. So let's say he goes to college, right?
Okay.
And let's say he's still really good in college and people are still praising his name. So let's say it comes time for the draft and he gets drafted, right? He's already going in there with this mindset that I'm the shit.
Right.
Because my city told me, because my family told me, because my friends told me. Then when I went to college, my coaches told me, and the girls wanted me, and I played my freshman year, and now I'm in the NBA.
Right.
So your mindset is I'm the shit because everybody's been telling you you're the shit. But what you fail to realize is, had those people that played with you not giving you the ball, you would have never had the opportunity to be as great as you are.
Okay.
So you may be great, but don't take the credit from everybody else as if you're doing it yourself, because there's no such thing as a one-person basketball team unless you're playing one-on-one.
So do you say we are talking about Kevin Durant.
I think he's garbage.
But hold on. But do you think that the media created the monster of Kevin Durant being Kevin Durant, of the Slim Reaper?
I don't know what the media said. All I know is when I started watching basketball, like heavy watching basketball with you, I was kind of confused as to why everybody thought KD was so good.
Whoa!
And this is pre-injuries, okay? Like there were times I watched him and Russell Westbrook play together, and it would be good games for sure. But then it never made sense to me. And I know everybody doesn't get a ring, and I'm not saying you need a ring to validate how good you are. But the way they classify certain people, it doesn't make sense.
So do you blame him for having that type of ego?
Does he? I don't know. Does he have an ego? I don't know.
Ooh, Kevin Durant?
I don't pay any attention to
him.
Man,
Kevin Durant got one of the biggest egos. Like, y'all can't stop me. I'm the shit. Like, I will bust y'all ass.
You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy about him having an ego? He has one ring. One?
I think.
And that's with the Warriors.
You might look that up.
I don't know. I'm asking you.
I think he only has one ring. Or two. I think he got two.
Who he have a championship? Who he got a ring with?
I think both with the Warriors.
He only played with them for one season, though.
No, he didn't.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't remember. Hold on. It typed in. Let's. Oh. It says he has. Here it is. Okay, so he has two. Oh, so he has two. Both with Golden State.
Both with Golden State.
Even worse. Even worse, you went to a already, not even a stacked team. You went to a already well,
oiled machine,
no,
well rounded.
no, a well,
I feel like they were.
communicated
Yeah.
team.
Yes.
You know what like it wasn't like everybody on the team was so good and oh my God, they got the big three, like how when they had, what was it, Chris Bosh,
LeBron
James
and
and
Dwayne
Dwayne Wade.
Right.
It's just like, oh, they had Steph Curry, Sean Livingston, Andre Iguodala, Draymond Green, Klay Thompson. What was his name? Barnes.
Oh, you talking about?
I can't remember.
I need
his
talking
name.
about. I need talking
They
about.
had people,
They had a great team.
and their team together collectively. I think because communication and leadership and the coach, everybody together made the team what it was.
Right.
So it was like you went into a system that was built for you to win. You didn't go into a system and add something to the system to make the system better. You went into an already, like you said, well-oiled machine, and all you needed to do was stand there and make sure nothing got stuck. That's really
But
what it was.
people will argue that
That's
because
fine.
they would say that.
But that's fine. They can argue that, but they can't argue the fact that they had already won championships before he got there.
Yeah, they will argue that Kevin Durant made the teams
Kevin
better.
Durant, the Grim, what they call him?
The Slim Reaper.
Slim Reaper is like the Slim Sleeper.
So let me ask you a question though, right? By you saying that, we talked about people giving other people those egos because they are part of a winning team, right?
Uh-huh.
Now, I know you don't like this person. Do you feel like LeBron James is the same way?
Get down. Okay, get down. Goodbye. Go in the room.
Do you feel like LeBron James?
I personally, the only thing I don't like about LeBron James is how much he cries. On the court.
Right? Yes.
Other than that, I do think he is a great basketball player.
What?
I do. I think
What? This is the first time
that's not the first time I've said that.
that LeBron James
Yeah,
is
no,
a good player.
I just don't like that he cries all the time. He bitch so like you're too big to bitch the way you do.
I think that's all players now, though.
No, like you're too big to bitch the way that you do. I get it. If you get fouled, you're looking to get extra points and shit. I understand that. But you're too fucking big to cry the way that you do. That's the only thing that irks me about LeBron. And that same dunk that he does all the time. But other than
Do
that,
it. I need to see. I need to see that.
I'm not doing that.
Do it. Do the
No,
dunk.
No. But other than that, I think
She just played me online. That's fine. I'll cut that
other
out.
than that, I think he's a good basketball player.
Wow.
And I only say that because I've also watched games where he kind of sits back and lets the newcomers play their part.
Okay.
So for me, it's like he understands that I may be the lead of this team or the leader of this team, but I also need to let these young dudes do whatever it is that they do so they can learn, so they can get better. I feel like that to me that's what that shows.
So at the end of the day, Kevin
Like-
Durant.
oh, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go
No,
ahead. No, go ahead.
I was gonna say like kind of how like Tom Brady, like,
Oh, but Tom Brady's the captain of the ship, though.
but I'm saying like how he would like give up certain pay.
Oh yeah.
To get certain players, like that's real leadership. And I think LeBron, like, he may not give up pay, but to take a step back or to like sit on the court, like, all right, like, yes, I hope y'all see y'all fucking up right now.
Right.
I'm not gonna fix what you guys are fucking up because y'all need to learn. I feel like that's
But-
what he was doing, but I'm not really sure.
But
I could be very wrong.
you could be very wrong.
I could be very wrong. To me, when I saw him doing that, that's what that said to me. Like, I'm not about to play this whole fucking game for y'all. I'm not about to do this. Like, I'm not going to carry. If you guys want it, you guys say that you want it the way that you do, you guys need to play for it. I played my heart out all these years, and now it's your turn to play your heart out. I think that that's fair.
Okay. So will we agree to say that people that's like Kevin Durant, we call them energy suckers?
I mean,
And how do you feel about energy suckers?
I
That just
don't necessarily know if I would call him an energy sucker. Um, you gotta pay people attention to for them to be an energy sucker. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like didn't him and Draymond Green like have beef?
yeah, that's why he left.
That's why he left, right?
Right, 'cause
like he didn't. Draymond. I mean, they didn't. Clearly, it wasn't working. Something wasn't right. You know what I'm saying? So,
Right. But I feel like he left because I was like, I got 2 rings and I made y'all better, and y'all not gonna win nothing without me. That's how I felt like he left. Like y'all ain't shit without me.
I mean, and that very well could have been his mindset. But at the same time, again, you forget that they won before you. They didn't need you. You needed them. You needed them to win. They didn't need you to win. So it's like you could keep your ego, but at the end of the day, the statistics still show that, bitch, you didn't have shit before you came over here.
But that's
and you don't have shit after you left. So therefore, bitch, you were the link to the machine that kept causing it to stop. We need you.
I like that. I like
and
that.
I don't mean that in the sense of like they were losing. I just mean that in the sense of like you weren't necessary.
You wasn't necessary.
And
we could have took that link out. And then,
because somebody put that in there thinking we needed that piece. You caused friction. We didn't need that, so we're gonna take you out and we're gonna do what we do. And they did what they did.
So how do you feel about people? Since we're not gonna call KD energy leecher.
Yeah, I don't think people paid enough attention to him to be an energy sucker.
So what do you feel about people that are energy suckers, that'll be around, grab all your energy and everything, and then bounce off and be like, I'm great, I'm the shit, I know this shit.
I feel like
playing off of you.
I feel like you gonna miss me when I'm gone, cause that energy ain't gonna last for forever. You gonna need more, and you gonna come back, or you're gonna hope to come back, or try to come back, and I can almost guarantee, I mean, it happened to me before. I can almost guarantee you every time they're going to run back, wishing and fiending for that energy. And when you can't get it, what you going to do? Now you're going to have to show and accept, again, the fact that you ain't shit without X, Y, and Z. Or without me, or without them, or her, or him. Or that company. Like,
damn.
What you gonna do when the energy that you've absorbed being around me is gone? You've expelled it all. What are you gonna do?
How do you know if somebody's sucking up your energy?
You feel it. You feel it. You become drained. You feel it. It's almost, you know how when you work out, if you don't put the proper things in your body after a workout, your body just kind of feel like, that's what you feel like when people suck you dry.
Damn.
You feel like, damn, why am I, like, you're not miserable, but you're definitely like, you feel like, just drained, like, damn, I'm tired, like, I'm not happy, like, where did all my joy go? Like, sad. You feel like someone has sucked the life out of you.
Damn.
Yeah, for sure.
Damn.
It's getting kind of dark in here, huh?
I know it is.
Did you want to cut the light on?
Melvin's up dark. No. We can keep it going.
It's so dark.
I'll just make it lighter. You know, like we had a concert. Yo, Melvin's.
No.
But yeah, damn. So you don't want no KDs in your life?
I've had KDs in my life. I have KDs in my life, and I avoid them at all costs.
That ain't funny.
I mean, listen. The important thing is that I know who they are, what they're capable of, and what their motives are. And I know how to protect me and my energy. That's all that I need to know. I've been in the position of my highest vibration, my energy is out of this world,
Mm-hmm.
and allowed someone to come into my space and completely drain me without realizing what was happening until it was too late. Now that I know and I am fully and consciously aware of those things,
Uh-huh.
that'll never happen again. Ever. Ever. So I keep those people at a very, very, very far distance.
Damn. But what if they asked it for you to help them?
That's not my problem.
But you're all about healing. You're all about.
I am, but I also have.
I am.
I am, but I also have to. You have to pick and choose your battles.
Right. Right.
You know, you can't save everyone. Everyone is not meant to be healed. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
The word of God is not meant for everybody. Bishop T.D. Jakes said that this morning in that sermon that I watched. And I was like, damn, like, that makes sense.
Yeah.
It's not for everybody. You know, and if you don't want to do the work yourself,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to spend my energy on helping someone that doesn't want to help themselves.
But you do believe that people don't know that they're not even helping themselves? They just feel as though you don't want to help them.
They know they're not helping themselves. If your first thought isn't to figure out how you can help you first, your first thought is, I'm going to go to them. You have no intentions on ever helping yourself. Your intentions are to simply seek someone else who you know is in a great place to make you feel better. And it may be a momentary thing. It may be a right now, I need to feel better sex, or just the comfort of someone who's happy to make you laugh.
Dang.
And those are the instances in which those people are now draining you. Because again, outside of you, when they're not with you, they're doing the same bullshit that they're doing or that they've been doing when they're not with you.
You think that's the reason why people pay for sex? It's a
Pay
moment
for it.
I'm saying, like, go.
I didn't say anything about
No, I know, but to go and momentarily like have sex with somebody
to feel better.
to feel better.
Absolutely. There's a lot of people that relate feeling better with having sex. And yes, it is true because sex is a stress reliever.
Right.
But having sex with the wrong person will drain you of your energy. It will fuck you up. Actually. Like realistically, like you will be fucked after fucking someone who is trying to drain you of your shit.
Oh my God.
I'm just saying.
Nah, I get what you're saying.
I'm just saying. But yeah, I'm all for helping people. Like I enjoy helping people, but I also learned because there was a time where I allowed everyone else's problems to become my problem.
Right.
Instead of being like supportive, I carried their burdens.
Right.
Along with my own burdens. Yeah, so I carried my burdens, their burdens, and someone else's burdens, and it became too much. I was overwhelmed. My brain didn't stop. And no one cared. No one cared. And for me, those are energy suckers. You know what I'm saying? You go to somebody that you know is willing to help. You go to somebody that you know is going to feed you the right things that you need at the right time. Not realizing that, damn, I'm putting all this shit on you. I didn't even ask you if you were okay.
Wow.
I don't even know what you're going through. And that's fine. You don't have to. But understand there's a such thing as being courteous.
Right.
And that's a big one for me. There's not enough people in the world that are courteous enough to say, are you okay?
Right.
Like my best friend / sister, Nalasia. Whenever we talk to each other, if we have something heavy we want to talk about, the first thing we both say to each other is, do you have the energy?
Right.
Are you okay to listen to what I have to talk about? Or I really need a listening ear. Is it okay if we don't just come out and be like, girl, because we don't know on a day-to-day basis. Everybody's lives change on a day-to-day, an hour-to-hour, minute-to-minute basis.
Right.
So I don't know what you're going through when I decide to hit you up. I'm not just going to be like, girl, let me tell you what so-and-so said. This is what's going on in my life and me and my man. Girl, no. It's do you have the energy? What is your mindset today? How is your mental health? What is going on with you? Are you okay?
I text Radio that today. I felt like I haven't talked to him like in a week or so, and I was like, how's your mental, brother? He was like, man, it's always elevating.
Yeah, like you have to, if people aren't approaching you with the same sense of care that you approach them, they don't actually give a fuck. You know, some people may say, well, maybe they just don't know. No, you know. You know. It's almost an automatic thing. Hey, girl, what you doing? Nothing. We ain't talking in a while. I know. How are you? I'm
that
good.
Is true.
How
That's
are
true.
you?
That's
it's
true.
an automatic, and even if you don't mean it, it's still an automatic. So if you say you're good, and I say, oh, girl, you know, I'm kind of going through it. I don't need you to dump your shit on me if I just told you I'm not good.
Right. Well, girl, let me tell you what's going on in my life. And it's like, I already told you.
I just told you I'm going through it my damn self. I don't want to hear your shit. I don't want to hear it. And then when you get to a point where you have to set those boundaries of, I don't want to hear it, now you're the bad guy. Well, bitch, I'll be the bad guy. I'm more than happy being the bad guy for me.
Wow.
That's how I feel. I would love to help as many people as I could. But I also need to help me.
Wow.
How can I help you if my shit's fucked up? I can't.
What's crazy is that quote you just said. I mean, for you guys out there, I'm taking the master class of Kris Jenner. And well, I took the girl, look at her looking like a cat. I'm sorry. I took the master class of Kris Jenner, and that's the first thing she said was, I'm not, I don't have energy leechers in my life.
You can't, man.
And I don't do drama, and I make sure that everything is good because I start my day at 4:30 in the morning. And I always make sure that I have the energy to get through everything throughout the day, which is why I don't do drama, which is why I don't take drama, which is why I don't engage in drama.
And it's very important. I just was saying that to you. Like, I've always been very vocal about not wanting to deal with drama, not wanting to hear other people's business. Like, if me and you is having a conversation, it should be me and you.
Right.
It shouldn't be me, you, and then what they going through and what they going through and what this happened. I don't want to hear all of that shit. I've been very vocal about that, and now it seems like people still don't get it. So now it's time for me to set some real boundaries and really put my foot down. Like, oh, did you hear? I don't want to hear it. But I want to hear it. You can leave. If you want to keep talking about everybody else and what they have going on, you can leave. If that person decides they want to talk about their issues, me and them personally, that is one thing. But for someone else to come and tell me about someone else's life, bitch, I don't have the time.
Right.
I don't have the energy. I don't have time for your gossip. I don't want to hear your gossip. I really don't care because it's not my life.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's not my life. Whatever they're going through is because they're going through it. Now, if they reach out for help, that's one thing. They ain't reached out for help. That don't have shit to do with me.
Right.
That don't have shit to do with me. And even if they reach out for help, it still don't have shit to do with me. So I'm not about to sit up and be talking about that shit.
Man.
I don't have time for that type of energy. Like, it's negative as fuck. And, bitch, all I want to do is be happy in my life and be happy for other people. That's it.
And you know what's crazy, though? Energy seeker people, that they'll be mad at you for being happy for somebody else. Like, would you be happy?
Yeah, because they bitter. They bitter as fuck. And they're bitter because their life isn't where they feel like their life should be. But that don't have shit to do with nobody but you and God. So talk to him if you mad. Like, I mean, what do you want? How you mad that I'm happy for so-and-so because their life is on track for what they feel like it should be? How you mad? Get your shit together. Talk to the Lord, baby, because he the only one gonna fix it. Talk to him, because you talking to me don't do shit. You being mad that I'm happy for someone else don't do shit for you. It keeps you exactly where you're at, miserable as fuck, and sucking the life out of everybody else around you. Keep your negative Nancy ass at home.
Whew.
Period. I don't know how KD effect took us all the way to this.
Because he was talking about how Stephen A. Smith was just talking about, like, what have you done as a person for somebody to put you on a pedestal to be as this great basketball player or even this great player when all you do was go around other players that are already good and already had their game unlocked. And all you did was take some of the spotlight from them and take some of the spotlight from them and act like you were the one with the spotlight. So it was like, there's people in the world, to me, there's people in the world that'll just name drop. Like, oh, I know this person. And it's like, well, you know this person, but that doesn't mean that you have the same qualification as this person. You know what I mean? Or you know what I mean? My cousin is such and such. And it's like, we see it in movies. Oh, my cousin is Big Red. And it's like, okay, so that doesn't mean you get the same treatment as Big Red because of who you are as a person.
Yeah.
But there's people in the world that have this type of effect on other people. Like, I'm gonna just take your shine and use it as if it's mine, or I'm gonna get in this car and floss and act like it's mine so I can get the girls. What, motherfucker, it's not your car.
I mean,
like, motherfucker, you didn't work for this. And we say it all the time, like, you're not going to come in my presence, or I'm not going to put you in a position that's going to tarnish my name.
yeah.
I'm not going to give you the energy that I built up so you can fuck it over, because that's not what you didn't earn this.
Yeah.
You didn't earn any of this. You didn't go through these struggles. You ain't do none of this, but you expect to have the same type of outcome that I have. So it's like they were just talking about him and how he just think that he's the best player in the league, and the fact that the person that actually helped that team win, or that person that brought everybody together, was Steph Curry. And the fact that it shows with how many rings he got, how many people he brought to the team, and what he does on the off season and during the season, and what he does as just a leader. And how can you say that you're a leader when all you do is just
homie hopper.
Homie hopper. All you
we
do.
don't like those.
No, we don't like homie hoppers. Like, all you do is just praise off other people, or you just take everybody else's shine to make it yours. Like, motherfucker, this is not you.
I mean, pretty soon his reign will come to an end, and then what?
I mean, I don't think his reign ever started.
I mean, but that's just how we feel.
Yeah, but like people would pay attention, just like people pay attention. Like, oh shit, Russell Westbrook isn't. I mean, everybody pumped him up to be who he is, but what has he done? You dunking on somebody and yelling in their face, or you?
He fight more than he play basketball.
I'm saying that. Like, what have you done to give you that animal instincts name to be? Oh, I'm scared to play against you. There's other players in the league that's more humble and know that their worth is at a certain height because of how they play. You know what I mean? So that's all I wanted to talk to you about. You know what I mean? I want to talk to you about how you feel about people that just steal other people's shine.
I hate them. I mean, you can never actually steal someone else's shine, but to definitely use what someone else has done to benefit from. I mean, it happens all the time. Excuse me.
It happens all the time.
It happens all the time, and I think, I think it's sad that people are so okay mooching off of other people.
Right.
I hate I'm not gonna say I hate. I strongly dislike
people that
users,
right,
and freeloaders and people that mooch off of other people. Like I hate. I can't even not say hate. I cannot stand people that have that mindset of this is ours when you're not putting in the work.
right.
When you're not doing the time. Like, it's not ours, bitch. This is mine.
This is mine. I work for her.
This is mine. Now, I may share, but that does not make it yours. I'm just sharing.
Mm-hmm.
Give me my shit back.
Give me my shit back.
Don't use my name. Do not use the work that I've put in to try and gain a life or benefit from what I've done. Don't do that.
Right.
Don't do that. Because at the end of the day, it will become noticeable. Somebody will call you out for it, and eventually you will be the fuck embarrassed.
Right.
That's just how I feel.
I love the way you feel.
I mean, that's why I don't have no friends.
Stop.
That's why I keep people at a distance, though. Like,
right.
Because I just don't have time to be worried about who is and or isn't like really for me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, are we on the same page? Like, it takes too long to figure out. I just don't have the time for that.
I just ain't got the time. All I want to do is sip on some pina coladas and just be on the beach.
I don't like pina coladas.
I was just, it's okay. All right, well, it's getting a little dark. You know what I mean?
It's beyond dark. We should have been cut a light on.
But hey, man, this is.
You're definitely dark. You like bleh.
Get out of here. Take us home.
Did you forget you're the co-host? Know your role and shut your mouth. Your Rudy Poo can't do your ass.
Felt like you've been wanting to say that all year.
I haven't. This was just the perfect opportunity to use it.
Oh my God.
Shoot. Don't tell me to take us home. Right. I'm the host of this show.
You are. This is called Talk.
You're the co-host of this show.
This is called Talk That Shit with La La.
Who's the co-host of this show?
You sound like a wrestler. I'm going to... Okay, go ahead.
Y'all just listen to
Talk That Shit
with the Melvin.
We out this dang. Peace out. Really? You just going...
What? I said bye.
Before I said peace out.
We say it at the same time. I never.
We're going to go look at other... Okay.
I've never
peace
corresponded
out.
that.
Peace out. Peace out.